Hello, welcome back to another episode of John the PM, where we believe that managing projects is not just a job, but a way of life. So, for today, I'd like to talk a little bit about notes, note taking, and things, tools that you can use. The question for the group is: have you ever had a time when you had a meeting and then shortly after, nobody actually remember what the meeting was about, or even worse, the follow up wasn't being done appropriately? Well, the first issue is that you ought to take notes. Now, in a formatted way, usually what should happen during the meeting, or actually before the meeting, use that you assign different roles. One of those roles is the note taker. Now, we can call that person a scribe. We can call that person a transcription. There's a lot of different words that we can actually use for that person. But the point is that that individual takes down keynotes as the meeting is going through. And if there's any issues or things of that nature, they should ask for clarification. Is this what you meant? Am I representing you well? Whatever may be the case. Some of the key things that on a personal basis that I like for people to do is to write down who does what, when, and where. Usually to be more driven, more fact based, as well as more deliverables on that side. Now, in some meetings, you do need to have a points of discussion, especially if there's discourse and things of that nature, arguments, yada, 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 on that side. And then that would be handled as appropriate, on those areas. So that is actually not the key point. That's just actually recording the meeting. What's actually the key point is what do you do afterwards? Well, in this case, what one should do is very quickly make a transcription on a personal basis. I like if it's an electronic database format. Why? So that you can actually email it out and so forth on those areas as quickly as possible. And then people have an opportunity in order to react to it and hopefully, even more importantly, get their tasks done for the next meeting. And everybody's happy at that point in time. So you might ask, well, how quickly should this be done? On a personal basis, I like 12 to 24 hours. So what I'm essentially saying is by the next day. What I found is that if you wait much past that, then you start running into issues because memory start fading, people start forgetting, or even worse, if there was an actual deliverable, people may not actually start on it until much later. So that can become problematic. So this leads us into an interesting discussion here. What are some tools that one can actually use in order to help expedite this? Well, one of my favorite tools, honestly, is just to record it. So usually, if you're doing like a VTC, a video teleconferencing, or something of that nature, you can use the Zoom feature that has it on there, or MS Teams. What's even more powerful than the actual recording is that a lot of times it'll also do the transcription. Now, you may have to ask for that. So be sure that the platform can provide that at the appropriate point in time in which you need it. Now, before you actually do the recording, make sure that you've actually let people know that this session is being recorded and that you have your permission to be recorded on those areas. So let's say that you're not doing a video teleconferencing. Oh, that's fine. You can still do it electronically just as well. A lot of the programs, again, allow you to record at least the audio portion of it. Again, it's not necessarily the audio part that really overly concerned about, but that transcription. Why am I so concerned about the transcription? Because I found that you can take that transcription and actually run it through an AI tool such as ChatGPT or even in Microsoft Copilot on those areas. The beauty of that is that they'll take all of that data, all that information, and condense it into formats that are actually quite helpful. From here, you can do a quick edit and then email out. And you can probably do that in less than 12 to 24 hours. In other words, by the next day. All right. Well, I shared with you a couple of tips in order to make sure that meetings are proactive, that they're productive, and that they're forward looking on those areas. One key aspect is to take notes. You can do it the pen and paper, MS Word, whatever may be the case. But if you have the opportunity to try recording it, try it. Get the transcription, run it through an AI tool, the AI tool of your choice, have it condensed. Just be sure to review it. Make sure that you edit, amplify, or delete anything that's inappropriate. and highlight the areas that you seem are most important on those areas, and then push out the notes as quickly as possible. Well, that gives us another session of today. If you don't mind, if you like this session, please hit the like button before. That would be awesome. It allows us to be of greater service to you. Thank you and have an awesome day.